Bob, how's it going? Deanna, how are you doing? We already got Illinois and Iowa in the house. Let's go. Illinois, Wisconsin border. Nice. Doing pretty good this evening. How's everybody doing? Kevin, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Gotta get my stuff adjusted here. I should have done this earlier. Give it a minute or two, let everybody get notified. Dustin, how's it going? DoorDash is shafting me 1123 70 item high V. Ooh. Max. Sultry tornado. I love it, man. I love it. Stacy, how are you doing? How's Jaden? Max, I should get a t-shirt that says sultry tornado. That would be a cool t-shirt. Sultry tornado. Rodney, how's it going? Upper Michigan in the house. Max says I will totally pitch in for it. Oh, I'm gonna have to. I'll get one designed. I will definitely get one designed, Max. Do I even want to know what happens when I Google sultry tornado? Fortnite comes up. I'll come up with a design for sultry tornado. I did see them. I just haven't responded yet. Your comment happened to pop up while I was in Hy-Vee. Talk about an awkward laugh. I'm minding my own business, walking through Hy-Vee, doing a shopping order. I see your comment, and I laughed. I laughed out loud. It's hard for me to stop and do anything else when I'm doing a shopping order, though. But I will respond to your comment. And I actually responded to your comment in, well, it'll be in tomorrow's video. I went and I don't even have them on me. I got new microphones, or new microphone. So, vlogged yesterday. Yes, well, you kind of get to see the reaction. But no, got a new microphone, logged yesterday's video or tomorrow's video with it yesterday. So it should. I'm actually pleasantly surprised and happy with how the audio turned out. I had one other person comment that asked if I got my microphone at the dollar store. So that was about the last comment I got, and decided, you know what, it's time for a new microphone, because the media mod for the GoPro, it generally works well, but if the GoPro gets too warm or the media mod gets too warm, the audio just, it sounds like I'm at a tin can. Any canine fun yesterday? No, fortunately. That was usually I have people when I'm dropping orders off, they're like trying to keep their dogs inside. And I'm like, "Hey, no, it's okay. You can let your dog out." But that drop off was just crazy. I didn't know if they were going to try to jump in my car. I did not know what was going on. I thought I saw a dog as I was pulling in. And then I got out, as I was getting out, that's when it cut, because the dog came around the passenger side of the car from behind, and like I said in the video, spay and neuter your customers. Did get my catering bag today, by the way. I already got that uploaded to DoorDash, so they said I should hear something in. You can expect a verification decision within 4 days. If you do not receive a confirmation in the Dasher app or a denial via email within 4 days, please reach out to DoorDash. So it's a big bag. It is definitely a big catering bag. Everyone always thinks their dogs are friendly. I am guilty, but I don't let them out when something is coming, except for the Amazon guy. Well, yeah, that's just it. And like I said, Max, it had been raining basically off and on the entire day. Those dogs were soaked. The ground was soaked. It was dirty, muddy, and yeah, they just apparently did not care. I did have to clean mud off the top of my shoes, but fortunately they didn't get mud anywhere else. I'm a big dog person, though. I love dogs, and some cats. But I did break my habit today. I did go out and I did DoorDash for a couple hours, and I did one Instacart. This is actually decent. And I did get my first payment from DoorDash on the Pro Shopper thing, so that extra $1 for every shopping order. I got that today. I didn't realize I did 32 shopping orders last week in like 3.5 days. So, has anybody else gotten that Pro Shopper pilot program thing? I know I can't be the only one, but I haven't seen anybody else talk about it on YouTube. Red, what's going on? I'll just answer your question now, because, yes, I realized after the video uploaded that I did not include those drop-off instructions. Deanna says the party can start. Red's here. All right, those crazy drop-off instructions that apparently didn't make it in the video. Please do not block opening the damn door. So not right up against door. Ring bell and knock. You don't need to wait for me. Just leave it. And thank you very much. Well, I didn't ring the doorbell or knock. It was a leave it door. I did not leave it right up against the door. And I don't ever wait for a customer. Some of these customers need to really learn punctuation. VMath, how are you doing? Love my lab, and so does the Amazon delivery guy. Their grammar did not deserve the extra steps. Trying to figure out what they said. Yeah, I realized afterwards. I'm like, oh crap! I didn't knock or ring the doorbell. Oh well. Some idiots do leave stuff against the door. It happens a lot. In fact, I still make fun of drop-off pictures when I see them. Oh, where's the one? Don't tell me I deleted it. No, I didn't. Good. So there was one drop-off, previous drop-off picture that I saw the other day that I'm sharing that in tomorrow's video. It looks like a 2-year-old took it. VMath, what was for dinner tonight? It's a habit. I have to ask now anytime I see you. Lab and a Yorkie. Yorkie's a 5-pound bully. Yeah, it's the little dogs that always have the bark, and the bigger ones that have the bite. When I was a teenager, I had a miniature dachshund, and we also had a German Shepherd. So they would hear the dachshund, and then they would see the German Shepherd, and people's heads would tilt at the door, like, what is? Because they would not see the dachshund. You just got this tiny little yappy bark, and this big dog that looked like, yeah, it would mess your life up. But both of them are sweethearts. Apache, how are you doing? Interaction with the dogs, has that happened before? No. Not what? One time they had their dogs out. It's been about almost 2 years ago. couple huskies. They were just standing in the driveway barking at me as I was walking up. And then I saw those dogs. Yeah, they kind of meant business, but I talked to them. I'm like, hey guys, we're good, and they just kind of they started wagging their tails, and I knew everything was okay. But first, that would be this was the first time I've had a dog actually jump on me. Red dropped off a shop and delivery the other day. Another Dasher dropped off fast food, and he put it right up against the screen door, so I moved his order. If that ever happens, I will record the interaction and I will ask him, or I will let him know that it's Dashers like them that I make fun of on YouTube. That will be the day that I call out another Dasher on video. So I'm kind of hoping it happens. I mean, I'll be politely sarcastic about it, but when am I not sarcastic? It is odd they run together all the time. 20 by 20 kennel for them to run in and they stay within 4 feet of each other. Hey, it's like Milo and Otis, they're best friends. Hey, that is not boring. Leftover pork chops and mac and cheese. That does sound really good. He got upset and asked why I moved his order. I just said, first time? You need a body cam. Live on a dead end dirt road in the middle of nowhere, or I wouldn't let them just run. Yeah, I mean they had like a huge fenced in yard, but well, I mean I drove right through the front gate like there was, so I mean they could have ran, but my wife won't let me use it. Okay, now I'm curious, Rad. Oh, you mean what? And here I was about to ask if there was stuff on there that she didn't want you to accidentally upload. Red. Didn't look, just kept walking. That's the comment of the night. We're 21 minutes in, and that's the comment of the night. Told my wife when she brought home the Yorkie, is this a good idea? I was wrong, they're amazing together. Some dogs, some breeds of dogs, it's just weird. you wouldn't think they'd get along, and it's like they are the ultimate odd couple. Like I said, we had a German Shepherd, miniature dachshund, and we had a cat at the time too, and they all three of them got along, which was just weird. The fact that we took all of them in a car and moved from Washington State to Nebraska, and they all lived. Jalissa, how are you doing? When you move, what will you miss about most? What will I miss most about Nebraska? Um, Probably the people I've become friends with, and knowing where every McDonald's, Hy-Vee, Runza, and Pothole in town are. Get to learn all new roads. That'll be fun though. It'll be a challenge, and I'll still be back in Nebraska. I mean, I'll be doing a lot more traveling. Still got to come back to Nebraska though. Out to Washington State, Jalissa. Red had a mini schnoodle. Is that a euphemism? And 150-pound Rottweiler. Roddy thought he was a lap dog. Schnoodle thought she was a guard. That's how it works. The big dog sees what the little dog does and goes, "Oh, I can do that too." Just like plop right on your lap. And the little dog's going, "You can stand at the front door and bark at people? I could do that." Schnauzer and Poodle mix. They've been, I guess that's been a thing for a while. They've been breeding a lot of different types of dogs with poodles for, I think, allergy reasons. They're hypoallergenic or something. My aunt and uncle have a dog that's part something, part poodle. That dog, and anytime I am on the phone, all I hear is somebody yelling at that dog to put that down, stop getting into that. I mean, the dog is like Rain Man. Like, that dog has issues. If you listen long enough, you could probably hear the marble rolling around in that dog's brain. Schnoodles have been around since okay. It's been a lot of, I guess, a lot of other dogs that they're breeding with poodles. I'm still waiting to see an actual bulldog and a Shih Tzu. I'm still waiting for that. Roddy was scared puddingless of the schnoodle. Yes, I know it wasn't pudding. Poodles are just extra friendly. Yeah, the dog, my aunt and uncle, their dog is definitely friendly, but it is. If it were human, it would definitely be a blonde, like the type of blonde that blonde jokes are made of. That dog is just an idiot. Friendly, but an idiot. Labs are the greatest. Neighbor's lab came home holding an egg in his mouth, and weeks later, Gertie the goose hatched. Oh, wow. There's one house that we deliver to at least twice a week. And the guy, really nice guy, and every time he's always like telling the dogs to get back. And they got a poodle mix, and then they have a golden retriever. And the poodle mix will always just really tries her best to get out. Her name's Piper, and the only reason I know that is because he's always going, Piper, get back in the house. Piper, no. Piper, Piper, it's okay, Pipe. And I'm like, it's okay, you can let him out. So Piper runs out. I pet Piper for a couple minutes, and then the golden retriever, whose name I do not know, is just sitting there looking at me like, really? You're not gonna pet me too? And then I'll put my hand out, and she'll come out. Two sweet, sweet dogs. I guess that's another thing I will miss when I move is having my regular customers that I deliver to. Piper's favorite food is probably pie. The peanut butter collagen sticks, actually, because I pick those up every time. The wife gets Truly vodka seltzer variety pack. He gets 99 party pack. There's always a gallon of skim milk, which I know is basically water that's lying about being milk. And then they get dog treats. Sometimes a couple extra things, but that's generally, those are the staples of what they get. No idea what the egg was, but she incubated it, and Gertie's part of the family. That is awesome. Cat Frank gives Emma a hard time, and she gets so annoyed. VMAT, yes, I definitely need a pet. When I get moved, I will have a pet. I will have a dog. I guess in addition to my mom's dog, because that dog loves me. Yes, that my mom's dog, absolutely, she's a sweetheart. And my mom's dog is actually a German Shepherd mix. Max, you guys are not pets. I will try to share it. I don't know how well it's going to pop up, but that's my mom's dog. And anytime she sees me, usually, it's months at a time in between, but as soon as she sees me, she's just like, boom, I know who you are. Then when I went out for Christmas, or when I left out there and came back from Christmas, um, she kept going into the spare bedroom for like the following week, just like, okay, where's he at? He's not here anymore. Where'd he go? So she's an absolute sweetheart. Greg, how's it going? Got the email today stating that the DFW area will finally get the new DoorDash program. Oh, you'll get the tier program starting May 7th. Um, I'm going to say congratulations and good luck. I don't know what your AR is, but definitely try to keep it up there. At least for the first couple weeks. Jalissa, yeah, she's a cutie. Adorable, big sweetie puppy. She is. She used to be. Do I even have any pictures that far back on this phone? Um, no, but I have a video from Christmas of 22. That dog likes my mom's dog. Her name's Ruby. She loves. I got her to try Irish cream at Christmas. She really liked it. That was this last for Christmas when she first saw me. She's like, "Hey, you're back." She definitely remembered me. Troll, what's going on, man? How you doing? My Jalissa says my area just got the tier program. I was at 30%, and now it's a struggle to schedule. If you have earned by time and you want to get the numbers up there, I would definitely say just do earn by time. Earn by time, also known as community service, is much like going on a blind date. You're generally not disappointed until the end. Greg says my stats are 4.97 customer rating, 95% acceptance, 100% completion, 97 on time and early, and 3,833 lifetime deliveries. You're in good shape for the tier program then. I feel like I'm getting close to 14,000 deliveries. 13,995 apparently. Lord, what am I doing with my life? Thanks, Craig. Just got done doing a bunch of community service in preparation for the tier program. I don't recommend doing community service all the time, but if you do it, if you're doing DoorDash part-time, it will definitely helps keep your numbers up. I mean, I guess if you think of it this way, if you start out your day and you do 5 earn by time orders, which you could easily do in most days in probably an hour and a half, you just got 5 free declines over the course of the next few days. Good way to pad the numbers. Only problem with looking at puppy pictures is I can't pet them. Max, I feel you on that. Greg did some community service this past weekend. Red, I know, that's what she said. Ellen, how are you doing? Drinking something different tonight. Air was 49, now it's 77. Red, your AR is higher than mine? You got me by 1. Mine's currently at 76. I actually did do community service today for 2 hours and 5 minutes. Six deliveries, $40.90, and all 6 customers tipped. Granted, I think at some point I'm going to do a video on like the top 5 worst tipping professions or something, because I swear, anytime I delivered to a daycare, a doctor's office, a dentist's office, a lawyer's office, there's either no tip or there's like $1. It's like, here's $1, thank you. It's like, really? So I may end up doing a video on that. I emailed you puppy pics, you'll see what I mean. It's sad not to get to pet them. Where's my iPad? Open them up and I get angry. Open them up and look at them. And then call out Max on live. So I asked the question, well, I'm asking the question in tomorrow's video, but I will ask you guys this now because I'm curious. For the record, legit puppies, nothing bad. I just had to make sure. Have you guys ever, those of you who do shopping orders, have you ever accepted an order that wasn't exactly a great order? You're like, you know what, I'm already at the store, I'll do it, it's quick. And then you get in the store, you start shopping, and you realize what the items are, and that they're out of half of them, and you're just like, unassigned, I'm not dealing with this. Because I did that yesterday. It was like at 8:50 3-mile, 8-item order, and it was like a case of Gatorade, 2 things of Dr. Pepper, 2 cases of Dr. Pepper, 6 2-liters. They were out of all 6 2-liters. And that was the first thing I looked at. I'm like, you know what? I'm just not in the mood. And I unassigned it right in the middle of the store and walked out. So I'm curious if any of you guys have done that. You just see the items. Like, when you see an $8.50, like 8-item order, you're expecting dumb crap like candy or eggs and bread or just small stuff. You're not expecting to have to make 3 trips to your car at the drop off. I'm just like, you know what? I'm just not dealing with this. There might be a $3 tip on this. Max says I have had that twice. Last one was Easter candy. Oh, that's another huge thing. Like holidays, all the candy. It's like, hey, go shop get me $100 worth of candy. Here's $2. The $2 tip isn't even going to buy me Advil, so. Blonde, how you doing? MC, what's going on? $35 one item at CVS on Uber Eats. That you unassigned or that you took? And I guess what was the item? Deanna says I have on Instacart. Vaughn says I refuse to take apartments, period. You know how difficult that would be in Lincoln? Well, I guess on Instacart, it wouldn't be as bad because you can just zoom in. But about to deliver order, canceled, got paid $29 and told to throw away earbuds. Like electronic earbuds, right? Like actual headphones. Allergies have mostly cleared up, by the way. I just have this lingering cough from the dry throat. Be back in Lincoln June 4th and the 5th. Oh, definitely. Justin, what's going on, man? How you doing? Do you get catering orders now? I got an order yesterday that should have been a catering order, but wasn't. I did get my catering bag uploaded today, so I should hear something in the next, I think DoorDash said 4 days. So hopefully that all goes fine. I didn't order the catering bag from DoorDash, though. I ordered it off of Amazon. But it is a big freaking bag. So hopefully I'll be seeing some catering orders. I know Matthew here in town, he's got a catering bag. I haven't really talked to a lot of other Dashers that have catering bags, so I would imagine it's a slim market. I would think, anyway. I try to talk to Dashers, and some of them they're more antisocial. Earbuds with a mic. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, I didn't realize that they would have you throw them away. This is like alcohol orders on DoorDash. If you can't get a hold of the customer, they generally just tell you to dispose of the order, which I usually dispose of at home. I think it's only happened twice though. Instacart, I think you have to return. You have to return it. But had an order yesterday that got canceled while I was on the way to delivery because customer was mad they didn't have the COVID test she wanted, so she canceled the whole order. Wow. Got left with a bunch of meds in Canada Dry. Blonde, I'd say hang on to them. You know, if you get sick or somebody else gets sick. Justin, platinum status is hard to get out here in the Bay Area. So many immigrants taking orders. It's been a struggle. But I'm almost at platinum. Got my first Dashlink order yesterday. Yeah, there's definitely an influx of workers. I will say workers that they don't know any different, and so they just take everything, which definitely makes it harder on all of us. All these newbies are coming out of left field. I almost said something else. I feel like it's going to get worse too since college is out. Max says I got a catering bag after they gave me 2 orders that said catering bag required. Was able to get them in the bags like you use. Haven't got one since I ordered it. And you'll see I got an order. You'll see tomorrow I got an order that I have absolutely no idea why it didn't come across as a catering order, because it should have come across as a catering order. The order took up almost my entire back seat. And I would have actually needed like 4 of these catering bags to fit the whole order in to all the bags. Instacart, I think it depends on how much the item is. Oh, as far as grocery store taking returns, yeah, I think it depends. Oh yeah, that whole big Costco order, that was nice. Justin, appreciate it. Yes, I speak sarcasm more fluent than I do English. Red, as soon as I get my "That's What She Said" stickers in, I'm sending you one. I see so many immigrants with Priuses and 2 phones that are mainly Hispanics from Central America. You know, Justin, there was an article the other day. DoorDash news. I don't know why I'm doing it on this phone. I could just do it on my other phone. I'm gonna do it on my other phone because The link is probably in my history. News. All right. Safe Nest partners with. That's not going to go well. Maybe I'll start doing like a weekly DoorDash news sarcastic breakdown. I definitely am going to have to start doing that. Crisis in California, a $6,500 cartel ticket, and a dream of driving for DoorDash. After paying a cartel $6,500 to reach the California border, one migrant now hopes to earn a living driving for DoorDash. Justin, you want to go find this guy and tell him? He's in your state now. This is where we're at. I'm not knocking somebody for having a dream. They just need to have a different dream. I cannot imagine going, I want to go to another country and make my living doing DoorDash. There's going to be new minimum payrolls in No, that's DoorDash's link. Oh, come on, where'd it go? Okay, so Seattle City Council debates reducing pay requirements for app-based delivery drivers. I'm getting close. Delivery driver throws customer's order on the ground because they didn't leave a tip. Guy keeps sending his ex DoorDash in an attempt to win her back. Please stop wasting your money on me. I swear we're all just living in the movie Idiocracy at this point. Alex, what's going on? How you doing? Oh, here it is. And we're keeping this all copacetic and all that. There is, so I'm treading in the political talk, but we're not talking politics, we're talking policy here. Senators on Thursday, when did this come out? The 26th. So last week, warned major food delivery services are being infiltrated by migrants that are basically buying accounts. Let me find it here. Yes, there are immigrants that are delivering food directly to consumers' doors without having undergone a background check, without using their name, or basically buying accounts. People are creating actual legitimate accounts and then selling them to people. So we may be seeing more of that happening, more of that in the news. But you guys know me; I really don't like I don't like talking politics, but it is an article that came up that really kind of made me think for a minute and go, well, it really isn't that far fetched that that's happening when you have people who are getting deactivated from the platform for stealing customers' food and doing dumb crap, and then having their girlfriend or boyfriend or brother or sister or whatever create another account, and then they use that account. So Greg, yes, I am. You're saying that Dashers are not supposed to take every delivery. I'm saying you do you, but I don't take every delivery. Dan, how's it going? So you had some crazy time last week. I did. It was a crazy weekend. Brash Dasher Shopper. You're not wrong. I got my first payout today from DoorDash for their new pilot pro shopper program thing, where you get an extra dollar for every shopping order you complete. Between Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I had apparently done 32 shop and delivers. So I got an extra $32 just for doing what I already do because it's shopping. This will be a good week to really gauge it though, because I'll actually be working the entire week. Andrew, or Alex, it definitely does add up. I got Andrew and Alex right next to each other. Alex, I got, what was it, last weekend? Pretty sure it was last weekend. It's the day that it's always a day that ends with Y and they all run together. Out of what, 27 shopping, or out of 27 orders in one day, 20 of them were shopping. It's definitely going to be adding up. Which, hey, no complaints by me. I'll definitely do more shopping orders. It's pretty much all they send me. Justin says that's what I'm thinking they're doing, the same thing they do with Walmart Spark, hacking DoorDash accounts. Greg says I had someone ask me if I'd like to sell my account when they saw how many deliveries. That is wild. Is there a dollar amount that I would sell my account for? No, because somehow something would happen and it would fall back on me. Alien Agenda, how's it going? 500,000? And a non-disclosure agreement, maybe. I don't know, that sounds like a good number. Alex, it definitely adds up. Andrew, how you doing, man? I don't even know what I would sell it for. Brian, how you doing, man? How's everybody's week so far? Alien says try to find out how much earnings you would be giving up if you sold your account. To a certain point, it wouldn't even be about the earnings. It would be about my sanity. You know what? Yeah, 500K would be more than enough. Not that I ever would, but yeah, I mean, I would cover everything for a while, and I could just solely focus on YouTube. And yeah, let's go with that number. And I should emphasize that is 500,000 US dollars, not pesos or rubles or Dogecoin either. Andrew trying to make it. Andrew, tell me one positive thing that has happened to you this week, or within this last week. Max says you would sell to a killer and have a movie made that would be my luck. That is very true. You are selling a business. If you and Burger King forgot to bring a customer's Coke, would you go back and get their Coke for them? It depends on the customer and the situation. I will say that one time I don't even remember where it was at either. No, it was back when I was doing. It was back when I was working at Papa John's. I had taken this. I'd gotten this person's delivery. I was the next person up, and mind you, this has been like about 9 years ago. God, I was started working at Papa John's 10 years ago already. God, time flies by when you're working every day. But I go and it's like 3 pizzas, a couple 2 liters, some cheese sticks, all of this. And I go to drop it off at the customer, pull up, there's a U-Haul outside. I'm like, oh, they're moving out, getting no. They were moving in. This lady, she had just gotten divorced, had like 3 kids, and her parents and brother and they were all helping her move in. And so I drop everything off, and she was very thankful and all that. The dad had tipped me, and I hear them going, okay, now we got to find where the plates and the cups are at, because I don't remember what box I put them in. They might not even be here. They might still be back at the other house. So I just played off like I didn't hear anything. Got in my car, drove like 3 blocks down the street to Dollar General, walked in, grabbed a thing of plastic cups, a thing of plates, some napkins, and a little thing of assorted silverware with the tip the dad gave me. Went back, knocked on the door, just handed it, said have a good night, went back to Papa John's and just kept on with my day. So occasionally I like doing just nice stuff like that. But if when I go back to not Taco Bell, Burger King, I feel like it'd be easier and quicker. Like if they forgot a Coke, that I would just stop at a gas station and get them a fountain Coke, or even even a cup of ice with the 2 liter of Coke or something. I feel like it would that $2 or $3 or whatever stopping at a gas station versus the time that it would take to go back to Taco Bell. I mean, I'm still helping the customer out. I'm still going above and beyond, but I'm also saving myself some time. I would probably rather do that, and I probably have done that before. Can't think of a positive. Same stuff, different day. Waiting on the lawyer to get back to me. Both my teams from Dallas are in the playoffs. That's a positive. See, Andrew, here's what I want you to do. Just every day, find just find one positive thing, and I promise you that will help. That will help with all the negativity and all the crap that you're going through right now. Um, I have definitely been in situations where it is hard to see anything positive. All you see is negative, and it really took a long time to get to where I see the positive before I see the negative, and I'm almost to the point. It's sad in some ways. Where I can witness something with a bunch of other people, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, that's so terrible," and I'm going, "Hey, but it could have been worse. Like, here's the positive of the situation." That's I'm weird. What can I say? Roberto, what's going on? Brian says I shop for something unexpected today at Publix. When I shop, I focus on colors and patterns to locate an item. This happened to be in the international aisle. And if you're having a really crappy day, just remember you could have been born a one-eyed, three-legged dog named Lucky. Max says that is what brings good karma. Max, yeah, sometimes it's just doing the right thing to help somebody out because it's the right thing to do. And one must find the good in any situation. That is so true. My father used to say, cheer up, things could be worse. So I cheered up, and sure enough, things got worse. What do you call a dog with no legs? Red, what do you call it? Yeah, I don't know. What do you call it? I don't know if I want to even ask this. All right, what do you call a dog with feet with no legs? Doesn't matter. Temple, how's it going? Doing well. Hey, good to see you. It's also good to be seen. Means I'm still above ground. Unless I'm a ghost. I mean, Bruce Willis did make it through almost the entire movie of The Sixth Sense and didn't realize it. I feel bad for Max feels bad for laughing. Most jokes that are funny aren't completely appropriate. What do you call three fine women at a park? What's that, Andrew? Nothing, they're stuck. Could definitely get so much worse. Another reason to find the bright side of any situation is because, I mean, you could have been born Ray Charles. You never saw the bright side of anything. I may have crossed the line on that one. Granted, every date that he ever went on was a blind date. Andrew says I did earn by time a whole day when I was dashing and got all non-tippers, so I won't do that again. You definitely do get you definitely do get non-tippers on earned by time community service. The upside to that is, if there is an upside to delivering to somebody who doesn't tip, you don't know until you drop it off. Yeah, Jen, how are you doing? Came in an hour ago, and Z's. That's what happens when you're pushing older than dirt. You are not older than dirt. Felt like Meals on Wheels. Andrew, that's why I call it community service. Red, what's that face? Like, no expression? Max! 5 a.m. comes. Oh, yeah. But, 5 a.m. definitely comes early. Max, have a good night, man. Always good to see you. I will email you back. Jen, how are you doing? How's the week been? It's been decent so far. I can't tell you it's been good. Tomorrow's video I did on Monday, so I had one order that should have been a catering order, but it didn't come through as a catering order. I did get my catering bag though. So, and I got that uploaded to DoorDash, so just waiting to hear back from them. Just staring at you and the Ray Charles joke. Pretending to be offended. You almost had me on that, Red. I feel like it would take a lot more to offend you. Johnny, what's going on? How you doing, man? I do want to say that I definitely appreciate all of you guys who went and checked out the second channel and watched it and left your comments. It is very much appreciated. I've had quite a few of you say that I am definitely more comfortable doing those kind of videos than I am doing my ride-alongs, which is crazy. Considering I've been doing, how long have I been doing YouTube now? $18 months? Has it been 18 months? Has it been a year and a half? Feels like so much longer at this point. Maybe at some point these days will stop blurring together for me. Johnny, what's the channel? Chronicles with Charlie. It is actually I think there's a link in the video description. Or yeah, of this live. Gonna be doing a lot more videos on there as soon as I get to some more places to vlog. But I'm gonna do a video on the Kool-Aid Museum, since Kool-Aid was invented in Nebraska. And some historical places like Fort Robinson. I think that's where Crazy Horse's grave is at. And Fort Robinson, Nebraska, that's where Crazy Horse's grave is at, and that's where, if you've seen the movie Dances with Wolves, at the end of the movie, that tribe, that Fort Robinson is where they surrender. So Alien, I'm definitely, yeah, this channel is going absolutely nowhere. I'm not abandoning this channel at all. I just wanted to do a second channel for a while, and I really wanted to like visit these places and vlog things that like would actually interest me, and I feel like would interest other people as well, so that I can kind of share that with. Been rough. Son surgery had complications. Oh, Jen, I am so sorry. Definitely sending prayers to you, Jen. Red, where's my Sasquatch icon? Where is your Sasquatch icon? I don't have the power to take it away. So I wonder, I almost blame DoorDash. I blame DoorDash for everything else, so why not? Um, Appreciate it, Johnny. Yeah, there's only one video up right now, but I think it's a good one. It's Charles Starkweather, Nebraska's spree killer. Bum City, how's it going? I have 2 other channels as well. I thought about already doing a third channel, but I'm gonna save that for after I move, when I have a little bit more time and I'm a little more relaxed. I want to kind of do a Did You Know kind of shorts channel. So, because I love just like useless random facts that make you go, huh. Or do a Sasquatch, do a hunting Bigfoot channel as Michael Myers. That would be cool. Be super random. Jen, so a new channel? Yes. Well, yeah, second channel, new channel. It is in. Yes, it should be in the link to the video for the second channel should be in the description of this, I think. Oh, don't. The heck did I just click on? Oh, for the love of God, work with me here. My fingers do not want to work. There we go. Yes, it is in the description. That is one thing for sure, Jen. Kids are resilient. Oh, they are super resilient. It's good. Tonight wasn't great, but I'm taking tomorrow to work on other stuff. Yeah, I broke my own rule today, which means I'm gonna have to sit down with the HR and reprimand myself. But I went out and I worked for a couple hours. It wasn't great, but I think 40. No, it's six orders on DoorDash and 1 Instacart. So I made like 56 bucks in like 3 hours. Like I said, it wasn't great, but I didn't really have anything else to do today and I was bored. So there's my excuse. Tornado footage was cool that you put out. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, I was clear at the opposite end of town, like looking at the clouds and the lightning and all that. And then I happened to look northeast and, God damn, that looks like a tornado. Holy crap, that's a tornado. So I got a little bit of footage and then I jumped in my car and started flying. And I'm recording. I've got my dash cam going. I've got my GoPro going. I'm on my phone calling my mom, FaceTiming her so she can see it, and it was wild. I've only seen one other tornado in person before. I think that was 2000. That was almost 20 years ago. I was on my way to work at, where was I working at the time? KFC. And this is like a smaller town south of Lincoln. And I was on my way into town because I lived in another town. It's what you do when you live in Nebraska. And I'm coming around one curve and I look over and I see this funnel start coming down. I'm like, well, that's weird. Didn't know what it was. Go a bit, turn, make another curve, come back around again. Tornado's on the ground. I'm calling into work going, this tornado's going to be coming across the highway that I'm on. So I called into work and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be late. There's a tornado. And they're like, well, if you're gonna be late, we're gonna have to give you a write up. I'm like, well, you can write me up because I'd rather get a write up and be alive than get sucked up by this tornado. They're like, well, there's not a tornado. We haven't heard any sirens or anything. 5 seconds later, you could hear the sirens in the background. They're like, just make it in when you can. We all got to get to the bathroom. I got to work, never got a write up. So, Jen, yes. Tornado, we had a few tornadoes touch down kind of in town. But it took out one building between Lincoln and Waverly, rearranged a parking lot, took one car from the parking lot, launched it across the highway, landed just off of the railroad tracks. That, I saw what was left of that car. It was all rust colored at that point. But generally, I mean, tornadoes will hit towns. Lincoln itself, though, is kind of in this bowl. So it makes it difficult for tornadoes to actually come through town. But they've destroyed some smaller towns around here. CH, the flocking diamond program. I know that's not what you said, but the flocking diamond program is coming to my area. I'm not stoked. I think the Beatles said give it a chance. Or was it give peace a chance? Give it a chance. It's really not much different than it is now, with the exception of the scheduling. Do you drive from like 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. or do you have specific hours that you drive? I want to set a schedule. I don't really have a set schedule. Sometimes I'm out at 11. Sometimes I'm out at noon. And then I usually just drive until I really don't ever stop driving before 8 unless I have something going on. I basically never have anything going on, so I'm usually out till 8, 9. Um, if it's busy, I'll definitely stay out later. But I'm really between 9 and 10 o'clock, the orders slow down. The decent orders slow down. I definitely see an uptick in really crappy orders. So I'll, if I'm able to, I'll switch over to community service and do that for hour and a half. But I generally drive till the same time every night. It's just how early do I get out? Like yesterday I was out for 11 hours. And I think I turned the app on at 11:50 a.m. Ended it at 9:35 p.m. Did a quick Instacart, turned the app on at 10:15, and then did 2 more orders and ended it at 11. So yeah, 11 hours. Andrew, off to bed. Have a good night, man. Remember what I said about that one-eyed, three-legged dog named Lucky. Jen, oh, for sure. That's generally the same way here. That's why really don't ever have we don't really ever make the news as far as tornadoes, is because of the bowl that Lincoln is in. Um, the tornadoes, whether they're coming from the southwest or the northwest, they generally just go around Lincoln one way or another. But it was and they said it was the biggest tornado outbreak Nebraska has had in over 20 years. So, and that outbreak 20 years ago really did a lot of damage in Grand Island. Today I was out dashing 9 to 2:30, then 4 to 1:30. That was definitely a long day. Good money though. Well, I mean, if you're out dashing that long, I would definitely hope it's good money. $302? Dang. Yeah, I didn't do that good. They're cool to see from far away. Okay, not being anywhere actually close to one. That's another reason I'm self-employed, is because all of those businesses in the area, all of those employees had to go into the storm shelter, tornado shelter, bathroom, wherever. I'm like, no, I want to be outside. If this thing's gonna take my life, if this thing is going to toss me around like a rag doll, I want to watch it. I just want to watch it, especially if it's going to take me out. If that's the last thing I see, I want to watch it. I don't want to be in a bathroom with a bunch of other people. No, that's no. Alien Agenda. You know, for me, a lot of days it's difficult because my ADHD, it's just like all over the place. One thing that keeps me in the car isn't coughing, by the way. I generally throw on YouTube or a podcast or an audiobook. I downloaded a new audiobook, by the way. I have one more credit for this month, so I get to find another book, I guess. But yeah, I generally listen to YouTube or audiobook, podcast. YouTube has a bunch of free movies that you can watch, like actually good free movies. I think right now you can watch, what I watched the other day? Forrest Gump. Watch Forrest Gump on YouTube for free. It's another one. So some of it is discipline, and at least for me, some of it is just keeping my mind occupied. Thus, a lot of audiobooks and podcasts and free movies on YouTube. What else did I watch? Oh, In the Army Now with Pauly Shore. The movie is so freaking dumb, but it's a classic. What else did I watch? Tremors. I watched Tremors. The Imitation Game. That was a great movie. The other fantastic movie was The World's Fastest Indian. Came out in 2005. It's got Anthony Hopkins in it. Based on a true story. Awesome movie. It was like that took up like over 2 hours of my day. Poseidon, Valkyrie, basically all the Tremors movies right now. Mission Impossible, a couple of those. Elysium. They got a bunch of free movies. Oh, Eagle Eye's on there? Another good one. Yeah, there's a bunch of free movies. If you guys get bored, the amount of free movies, the quality free movies that YouTube has is awesome. Jen, if you shoot me an email, I'll send your son some of the pictures that I got from the tornado and the damage. I think my email is also, yeah, email and Instagram are both in the description as well. What's Eating Gilbert Grape? I actually have not seen that. Please don't judge. I just haven't seen that one yet. Temple, I am definitely not an early morning person. No. Austin, how's it going? Eagle Eye is a good movie. It really is. I'm down for a good conspiracy kind of movie that's kind of not a conspiracy. Oh, he wants to be a meteorologist. It's another springtime movie that I have to watch still is Twister. I watch that every spring. That's another movie. That's another location video I want to do. Is the where they shot the movie Twister. I think it's only like a 6, maybe 7 hour drive from here. How's it going, Austin? Bad flashbacks. Imagine being named Jen growing up in the 90s and 2000s. Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry, Jen. We watch that at least 6 times a year. Brakes aren't working on the Prius. 3K fit. What? For brake? What are they doing? Replacing the entire brake system? Did you make a video for your new channel? I did. Well, the Charles Starkweather video is the one I got done. Adjane. Sorry. It is published, so it should. Yeah, it should be. There's the link should be in the. The link is in the description of this live. Jen, yeah, the Forrest Gump is one movie that never gets old. Although I got that, I get that it was a movie and all of that, but no way in heck did Forrest Gump ever deserve, or no way did Jenny ever deserve Forrest Gump. Hands down, period. No. The ABS pump? Pluto TV always has movies. That's right, they do. I tried my best to hold that one in. That's what she said. Fred's still here. Appreciate it, Ellen. Yeah, I think Alien. I think they did come out, or they are working. Yeah, Helen Hunt's in the. I think it's called Twisters. Thought Helen Hunt was in it. Release date July 19th, 2024. I'll have to watch the trailer later. Yeah, for some reason I thought Helen Hunt was going to be in it. Hmm. Oh well. Did you just throw up in your mouth? Red? No, I was trying to hold back a yawn. Definitely, she did not at all. Forrest was one of a kind. That's for sure. Bummer Bill Paxton can't be in it. I know. He was trying to get I guess he was trying to get a sequel to Twister made for years. Basically up until he died. I mean, what? He's out of the original cast, he's gone. Philip Seymour Hoffman's gone. Like pretty much everybody else from the movie's still alive. But gotta love Son-in-Law. Oh God, yes, great movie. Should head to bed. Got a schedule. Like I have a damn newborn again. Meds, ice changes, and helping him up and down all night. Jen, just remember, if all else fails, he's your retirement plan when you get old. So, and don't let him forget it either. Austin says, "Good luck, Jen. My brother and his wife are gonna have child five. Child five. Wow." I remind him frequently. It's called Twisters. San Andreas. I haven't seen San Andreas. I'll have to add that to my list to watch. I don't think, looking at the cast, I don't think anybody from the original is going to be in this one. Hmm. Yeah, nobody from the original. Apparently, this is a standalone movie, so. I'm always wondering how wimpy I would be in a real life disaster. You know, you might just surprise yourself. That fight or flight kicks in, and oftentimes when somebody sees somebody else in need or in danger, that it just that fight kicks in and you do everything you can. And then the adrenaline crash, and then you go, wow, I'm glad I got to help them, but I almost ended myself. So Austin, he was on the church's salary and said, yeah, got to change careers. Austin, I mean, really, I'm being sarcastic here. You would think after four, you would know what causes it. Some people don't though. Two is plenty for me. Once upon a time, I wanted five, then I had them. Guess they don't believe in Plan B. Protection is a whole lot cheaper than. Birthing. Clearly, you've never had a cold. Alex, car's running good. Car's definitely running good. I definitely glad to be back on the road. But I tell you what, next time I get a car, it's going to be. I even asked the guy, the owner of the shop, and I've been told this from a couple other people since then. Um, Anymore, you want to buy a Honda or a Toyota, because apparently those are the only two companies that still have competent engineers, and they build a consistently well designed vehicle that can be worked on. You could work on it yourself if you wanted to. But yeah, Hondas and Toyotas. Like even the mechanic, I talked to the mechanic that did the starter for on my car. He's like, I ran out of four-letter words to use 1 hour into doing your car. Where they put the starter at, did they just run out of room and go, just toss it there? Because it's what it felt like. The mechanic had to take off the battery, the fuse box, the thermostat, the throttle body, move two coolant hoses, an HVAC hose, and a wiring harness just to get to the top bolt of the starter. And then to get the starter out, they had to move the axle. Much more work. They could have just replaced a whole motor for me. It was bad. So, Hondas or Toyotas. And I'm really liking the Toyota RAV4s. So, that's probably going to be I'm pretty much settled on that as being my next vehicle. Or even a Toyota Camry, but I prefer a RAV4. Plus, those RAV4s get better gas mileage than my car does. My current car does. Jan, oh for sure. Social media, it's hard. Oh, yeah, oh yeah. I'm being. I guess I'm to that age. I don't remember how old I am. 37. I still remember did I even have Facebook in high school? Maybe what would have been my junior or senior year. So yeah, I mean, went most of my schooling, my kid years, without social media. Life was so much simpler without. And it was simpler being a kid, even being a teenager. Was watching, just rolled in today, and a mechanic said customer states wheel lock is in trunk. They opened the trunk full of empty water bottles. Refused repair until customer emptied it. Austin, I'm traumatized. Was drinking a beer in the dark. Felt something rough against my lips and assumed pizza crust since I had that for dinner. Oh, Austin. Oh my god. I would definitely be upgrading to whiskey after that. Jen, definitely. Um, MySpace was. I did have MySpace. MySpace was cool. Yeah, I don't really remember when I got Facebook. I'm sure I could log into my account and it would tell me. But yeah, everything is on the internet. 1985. I'm 87, so Austin, I'd be burning the house down. Just dig through the floorboard of the car to get the starter. That would definitely have been easier. All I would have had to remove then probably was the blower motor. I've got social media, like I've got an Instagram that for this channel that I really don't ever mess with other than responding to messages. I have a Facebook, but again, I'm generally not on there too often. Really, the extent of my if I feel bored, if I ever have a bored moment and I just want to go troll people, I'll get on Twitter or X on my troll account and just that's fun to do every once in a while. Stir the pot. And I'll argue with everybody. I'll play devil's advocate. I'll just argue with everybody about everything. But this is the extent of my social media basically is YouTube. So Yeah, roaches are a hard pass. It's those things and that and no. It's what a lighter and a can of hairspray is for. See, spiders though, they'll let you know they're there, but they generally kind of have their own personal bubble as well. Roaches, they don't know what a personal bubble is. Like Austin knows. Like they will get right up in your business and your beer. And honestly, every once in a while, if I see a spider in the house, if it's small, like actually small, you know what? I will look at it and I will talk to it. You leave me alone, I will leave you alone. The bigger ones, I'll put in a jar and I'll take outside. I really don't like killing bugs if I don't have to. Roaches, though, I would make an exception for. My luck, it would be like Men in Black, though. Squish the wrong one, and then all of a sudden, some human-sized one stands up. Oh snap! It's 10 o'clock. These 2 hours have flown by fast. Much like a tornado. Jason, how's it going? Been watching a bit. Been a lurker watching your videos. Appreciate it. Lurk all you want to. Bardowski, what's going on? The Eyes Open Wide, how's it going? Jason, didn't really get too affected. Yesterday's video, if you saw that, was yesterday's video, right? Yes. I did put some footage in the beginning, just from what I saw here in town, but do you know where your children are? Jen, that's all. That's what I usually say at the end. And then I had a squirrel moment. But yes, it is 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? Sprayed a big hairy spider years ago. As I sprayed it, like 500 baby spiders jumped off it. That's when you bring out the hairspray and lighter. We're going full on scorched earth at this point. Remember those commercials? Like they literally had to remind our parents they had kids. And I guarantee your parents still look at each other like, where are they? You know it happened at least once. And there's a roach nest behind my fridge. They're persistent. Oh, I'd be getting all kinds of camo. Yeah, I would probably just move. Guys, I'm gonna hop off here. I gotta finish editing video for tomorrow, so you guys have something to watch. I'm trying to think, even remember what tomorrow's video is about. Oh, yes, tomorrow's video. It's going to be a good one. It's going to probably tick some of you off, but I learned something in the DoorDash app, so. You guys all have a great night. I will see you tomorrow in the comments. Be safe. Watch out for roaches. And I'll see you guys next Tuesday, if I don't see you in the comments before then. Wrong phone.